I took liquid capital out of my brokerage account, which at the time was getting, 3% interest on cash. And I said, do I want to take 700 boxes or 706 or 6, whatever it was at the time? Do I want to take 700 boxes times 72 or 50 grand, let's say? Do I want to take 50 grand that's getting 3% for doing nothing and waiting for a stock market crash to buy more Hasbro or buy more of the S&P or whatever? And do I want to lock it up in this Pokemon thing? And it literally came down to me saying, do I think I can double my money in 5 to 6 years? And the answer was, honestly, I do. So I made the move. And I was uncomfortable with it. I was uncomfortable paying for it. I was uncomfortable taking delivery of it. I was uncomfortable wheeling the pallet and pushing the pallet jack to the corner and putting it there. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel like I made a good decision. To this day, you guys look at this stuff in some of my backgrounds, you're like, oh my God, what are you doing? And I'm over here, if I'm working and I'm packing up Spider-Man, I'm packing up a Weiss set or a One Piece set or a Matic set, I'm shipping my daily amount, we ship, I don't want to give a number, but we ship hundreds of tracking labels and packages a day. We have multiple trucks that we own that do nothing but handle truckloads of mail. And when I'm shipping that stuff, and I look over and I see that pallet in the corner, I'm still embarrassed and uncomfortable. I still look at it like, ugh. And other people are going, oh my God, that's SVO4. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, absolutely. Fucking A, it's SVO4. Smart Rudy. I just want people to understand, to respond to everybody out there. Yes, SVO4 is probably still the set I own the most booster boxes in from the Scarlet Violet era. I'm pretty sure that's the most one. And I understand now I've made an insane amount of money. When it's all said and done, I'll probably make over $1 million in SVO4. But I'm trying to explain to you guys, it still doesn't feel good. I know it's a dystopian thing to say, but when you've done this for almost 20 years, to me, I still see a toxic bad product. Even though the world has evolved, old man Rudy still looks at it, and it gives me anxiety. And I understand it's going to be $1,000 box in the future at this point, because everything is. So to end this video, I just want to tell you guys, the Scarlet Violet era, if you are serious about this stuff in long term, the same thing I tell patrons, the same thing I'm going to tell you guys. I run Pokemon sales. I try to do them every month. I take whatever the market price is, I take a discount, and I offer a 1 box, 2 boxes, mix and match of 3 or 4, 5, 6 boxes. It's getting very expensive. The demand is still very high. A lot of you guys still private message me all the time. Give me price codes for a bunch of cases of Pokemon. And then all the time, people say, sounds good, I'll take these 3 cases, give me your Bitcoin wallet, give me your USDC wallet, give me your Ethereum wallet, I'm going to send it over, double box, give me signature tracking, and make sure to seal cases. Done. This stuff happens all the time, but it's fascinating to me on what the younger generation, what the internet, and what these conversations online, how they take place. Because the conversations focus around who's going to buy in the future. The liquidity. How are you going to sell all that? And it's, when you always remember, there's certain things in life. If you're trying to have a conversation with someone and they turn around and say, well, who's going to buy that in the future? Well, there's no liquidity. You're stuck with it. I usually back away and I just say, hey, that's a great theory, and you may be right. I just kind of let them have that one, because it tells me that they truly they haven't walked the walk. They haven't been there. They haven't done high volume business. They haven't handled huge transactions in the millions. You can tell very quickly the people who have truly been through the gauntlet. I can tell very, very within minutes of a conversation of how polished that individual's mindset is. If they start throwing things about MSR penis gang, they throw things about liquidity, you can't sell this. Bro, if I have $1 million house in Florida and the tenant leaves and I'm going to sell it, I call my realtor and say, list this shit on Zillow. No matter what, guess what? What's the realtor going to take? A couple percent from me? So what, 30,000 in fees? Then what? Another 20, 30,000 in closing costs, amortization costs, doc stamps, and different fees, appraisals, and different things. On $1 million buying or selling of real estate, I'm going to pay 3-4% anyways. If I sell it one day, I have different types of costs on the seller. When I buy real estate, I have different costs as a buyer with appraisals and inspections. When I see people, well, Rudy, you got to sell that box on TCG Player. In my situation, I'm fortunate enough where people say all the time, I don't sell on TCG Player and eBay. I have a massive system and network in place where I sell direct to people. But yes, even when I do that, I have to sell usually a little bit below market. I have to pay the other person's PayPal fees, and I have to pay the shipping. There's always going to be fees. And even if you're starting out and you're selling a case of Pokemon on eBay for $1,000, I don't know what case that would be for $1,000, but you get the idea. You're selling